place you got a bruise or an injury?
I think probably most of the injuries probably came from like when we'd be in close proximity and people's brass would land on you and you get burns and stuff. I think most of my injuries were pretty much burns. Starting with the tattoo, we first used this stuff called Prozac, and so it actually burned the tattoo in my head for a year. Actually, it really, when I would take off the tattoo, there was still a burn mark that stayed there for a year until we changed, which I thought was ridiculous. And then the show started airing, and I'd be out at the club with this burn mark. Yes, I am teal. I had a big burn on my abdomen from, I think we were doing staff wax or something. Some of the AV smoke actually got on my skin, and so I had a big burn for a while. So most of my stuff, my worst injury was me screwing around. Like, they used to have set bikes. That's not a girl. The actual set bikes. I'm glad half of them didn't get that. So I'm screwing around, and I think Shooter was there with Wahlberg. I'm fighting through their set, like disrupting their stuff. Atlantis was riding through their studio, making all kinds of noise. I'm disrupting our set, and so I'm screwing around, and I'm looking back, and there's a speed bump there. So I'm like, hey. My feet come off the pedals, and I pulled both my hip flexors. So for a couple of weeks, literally. And that's probably my worst injury the whole time that we did this show, which pretty much par for the course.
Do you miss being Tilk?
Honey, I miss the checks.
Sorry.
You know, I had a great time being Teal. But 10 years of being the same character, sometimes I miss him. But do I miss playing him? No, I'm ready to be somebody else. There's, so I can say this openly. We're in development with Roddenberry Entertainment for doing a new sci-fi show. And so there's these great characters, and I already know who I'm playing. I'm actually kind of the O'Neill of this show. But the character that I'm drawn to is this big, oversized alien. I can't do it again. But he's written like funny. He's like a big goofball. And but he's sweet and touching and lovely. And no, I can't do that. But I'm so drawn to this character. Nothing says sexy like a man in a cape. But that's it. Just a cape. And a smile. Shoot, look at you. Justin Timberlake thought he brought sexy back. So do we have time for a couple more? One more? One more?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, everyone just scream out their question.
Hey, over here.
just had an orgasm or vomited? Teal tore that up. One of the last, and for you kids, when I say Teal tore that up, my last, I think kind of everyone knows that maybe may have been the prankster of the group. The absolute last prank that I ever pulled was that episode. Poor Amanda is doing Bo's death scene. So Bo dies, and Amanda comes out, Carter comes out, where Teal meets her in the hall. That's what you guys saw. So what happened was, they shoot Bo's scene, and then they have to set up for Carter coming into the hall to meet Teal. Well, I'd gone to wardrobe, and I wanted to do one kind of final prank. So wardrobe made me this thong. It had SG1.
Nice.
So poor Amanda, she has to be crying when she walks out into the hall to meet Teal. And so we do a couple rehearsals. Wardrobe had actually made me tear away pants. So we're getting ready to roll. She goes back behind the door. I rip these pants off. And the entire crew starts laughing because no one knew. So the director and the DOP were actually behind a wall looking at the monitors, but the cameras weren't on me. So Amanda walks out, and I'm standing there. So it's an over of me. So all they can see on the monitors is Amanda come out and go. And she goes, oh my God. So then the camera pans down my back to my bare buttocks.
Nice.
And now everyone in Video Village sees what Amanda, well, the reverse view of what Amanda was looking at. Let me tell you, the shrieks of horror. So that was the actual last. To answer your question, Teal tore that up.